Now's the time and now's the hour. Feel the rush, people power. Let your voice be heard. Let our voice be heard. Our time is coming soon. It won't be long. It won't be long. Our time is coming soon. It won't be long. It won't be long. They will try to bring us down, but we can't fall. We can't fall. They will lie to bring us down, but we can't rise. This is our time. In that freedom. This is our time. This is the time. This is the time to bring on freedom. Let's just say now. We'll take the high road. I'll take the low road. I'll be in Scotland, a cold day, where me and my true love will never meet again. On the money lines of the road. Our time is coming soon. Won't be long. Won't be long. Our time is coming soon. It won't be long. Won't be long. Our time is here now. It's here and now. Here and now. Our time is here now. Here and now. Here and now. This is our time. Thank you. Do we have any gallant speakers out there today? Let's see you all singing. You'll all know this one. One word in the chorus. Alabama. Here's the short and young, so knowing we are. I know Jean beyond the stars, we're Gillian, Alabama beyond the Mars, and I put it down. I tell the walk and on, she's the day and just around.
What's it called?
Glasgow today.
Glasgow today, just in...
Load up! This not be a chance of cheers, just a gotcha on your leg. Smash it, be shot. Good punch at once.
Well done, sir.
Samaria, come up to the main stage. Your presence is wanted by Muriel Jaffrey.
Let's you guys know. Your turn, ready?
Could Leah Samaria come up to the main stage? Your presence is wanted by Muriel Jaffrey. Leah Samaria, can you come up to the main stage? Yes.
Dance to this one if you like it. Called Christmas Valley. There you go.
Let's pretend our politicians are all honest, decent folk. No multipliers who do everything for votes. Pretend to spend our taxes on the hospitals and schools. And it's not spent on Trident and our leaders are all fools. Let's pretend that if you work real hard you'll prosper and you're sore. When in reality they'll screw you even more. Pretend the rich pay taxes and they're not land stealing crooks. They're honest and hardworking and it's not the way it looks. Let's pretend that life is routine. Let's pretend that life is fair. Let's pretend that she's prosper. Let's pretend that it's fair. Let's pretend that life is rosy. Let's pretend that life is fair. Let's pretend that she's prosper. Let's pretend no one was scared. Let's pretend there was a famine and they didn't celebrate. They fed the local children instead of making gain. Let's pretend they didn't store the food under lock and key. And if you tried to feed your children, we're not slapped in slavery. Let's pretend that life is rosy. Let's pretend that life is fair. Let's pretend that she's all prosper. Let's pretend no one is scared. Let's pretend that life is rosy. Let's pretend that life is fair. Let's pretend that she's all prosper. Let's pretend no one is scared. Let's pretend they never knew nothing. Atrocity not planned. Clear
You're on Independence Live again. I don't know whether we passed you. We had a wee convoy coming up.
We tried to go on the bikes line on both sides of the streets, but
Safety reason.
for safety reasons we were moved off.
That's when you were going to come round that corner.
We
Right.
tried our best for the march, but due to safety they wouldn't allow it. So it'll be better for the next one.
Perth. Are you going to Dunfermline?
We'll be at Dunfermline, Perth and Edinburgh. Aye.
Okay, I'll see you there.
You'll see that.
Okay, bye John. Okay, what we were expecting with the bikers didn't happen, but they're all here. Pick my way through carefully. I'm doing interviews for Independence Live. Who am I meeting?
Ron.
Hello Ron.
Ron Summers.
Ron Summers. Where are you from, Ron?
Well, I'm born actually in Aberdeen. So I don't live here anymore, I live in Brecon.
Okay. How's it gone today, do you think?
Good atmosphere, as usual.
Yeah.
I dropped the glove and somebody found it and they brought it back to me. So
Well, when we were down in Campbelltown, one of the other people that does live streams for Independence Live, lady called Fiona McKinnon, lost her phone. And that is not a clever thing to lose these days. It was returned.
no, that's a good atmosphere. That's normal. It's normal for these days.
I hear you weren't allowed to perform the way it was originally planned for safety reasons.
No idea. I just joined in. I mean, I joined the bikers along the way. I joined the bikers along for the rally points and just came along. I don't know what happened with the organisation.
Okay, well, nice seeing you.
Okay, thank you.
Independence all my life, and I hope to live to see it. Well, I can only second that emotion.
It's okay, my friend.
Just like the hangover now, the Rory, who's the squad, part of the young squad at Aberdeen. Hello, Aberdeen! Hello, Scotland! Can you hear us, Boris Johnson? This is a message, so we are going to take independence soon.
when I joined, there was 29 of us in a population of 180,000.
Before I hand you over to me, I'd just like to say, here at Aberdeen, we're a grassroots, yes movement. Anybody's welcome to join and help out. And we've got a stall just behind me there in front of Moses. If you go and register with the stall, we can take the details to keep you up to date with any events. We do have an event tonight. It's a music event at the tunnels from 7:30. £5 entry. There's still quite a few tickets available, so just turn up and be past the door. Like we said, Uriel has been an SNP member for 63 years, before most of us were born. So can I get a big round of applause?
Kevin saying the connection's too slow, I hope. Some of that has been done. Couldn't shoot Hosey at the end. I'll sign off for a wee while just now. See if the connection strengthens.
29 of us in a population of 180,000. When we used to meet in the Carlton Hills, famous meeting point for the SNP, and there was 100 from the whole of Scotland. It was amazing. The dog was great. What would they say now? I think we're really about there. We've got to try and make our people of command in the SNP take more notice. We're kind of go too soon, but we're kind of go too late. And with Boris Johnson and his cronies, and the Aberdeen Mr. Hope, and he's just a traitor Scot as far as I'm concerned. I joined Aberdeen after it was no longer a city councillor, and the first march was in Glasgow, and my friend Susan was up in the front. And the thing was, the friendliest, nicest people I've ever met, and everybody helps one another, and I think we're going somewhere soon. So thank you very much.
Well, what a stalwart, 63 years! Unbelievable. And I really do, I absolutely not only believe we will have independence in Muriel's lifetime. We're going to have independence the next 2 or 3 years. When we look at the turn that history is taking, history is moving in our direction. There's absolutely never a better time. We've got to strike while the iron hot. So if they bump us out with Brexit, then independence is absolutely assured. But even without Brexit, what are we left with in this disunited kingdom? It becomes more and more a charnel house every day. But that's for another speech. What I'd like to do now is invite, as an Arbroath laddie, and be very proud in doing it, I'm in Trose laddie, onto the stage in order to give you a 2 or 3 musical numbers. This is Gary Anderson, Faking Neighbour Junction. This is the first time that Gary's ever actually performed and all under one banner event. So hope to give him a big and enthusiastic ID welcome. Gary, Faking Neighbour Junction.
As officers go, this is no bad. Yeah, this is called Butcher's Brew. we now stand. Loyal only to our chief and clan, with the fear of God ingrained in every man. Then they came and dragged us from our homes, cast from the land on where we'd grown. Flocks to graze, secured our doom, swept away by the butcher's broom. The drovers brought us tales from distant glens of homes and lives destroyed by the factor's men. We told ourselves it could never happen here. With our chief's protection we had nothing to fear. And they came and dragged us from our home, cast from the land on where we'd known. Flocks to graze, secured our doom, swept away by the butcher's broom. Then without warning, all hell descended, betrayed by laws and assured to Stephen's way of life was ended. Heritage to a coast where little grew, forced into a life that no one knew, risking life and limb upon the sea. We were driven out by the laws of industry. Then they came and dragged us from our home, cast from the land on where we'd grown. Flocks to graze, secured our doom, swept away by the butcher's broom. They dragged us from our home, cast from the land on where we'd grown. Flocks to graze, secured our doom, swept away by the butcher's broom. We were swept by the butcher's broom. We were swept by the butcher's broom. Swept by the butcher's broom. Thanks very much. Okay, this one was inspired by Alan Smith's speech at the European Parliament. This one's called Leave a Light On. The road we travel is long and hard. Where we're heading, we can only guess. We don't know where we are, only where we come from. almost exactly 5 years ago, and was almost never heard. Sorry about this wee tuning problem here. Can't hear myself very well up here, so give me 2 seconds. This one's called Independent State of Mind. Should I stay or should I go? Oh, convinced we knew best how I'd grow. Back and forth the same old lines as passions grew. But the current sea of fate saw me through. So wish me well on my journey. As I take my new leave, for I'm bound for new horizons, an independent state of mind is all I need. Today's the day the work begins for real. I've told the world exactly how I feel. My bags are packed, I'm ready to be on my way. My rebirth, my awakening starts today. So wish me well on my journey. Wish me well as I take my leave, for I'm bound for new horizons, an independent state of mind is all I need. What the future holds, but one thing's clear, the choice is mine. My chance to change my children's lives, my chance to make their sons and daughters proud. So wish me well on my journey. Wish me well as I take my leave.
independence to actually come up to the main stage. And also Paul Mather or McGrath for Extinction Rebellion, and the Speaker for Extinction Rebellion to come up to the stage as well. Our next speaker is from businessmen, Scottish businesses for Indy. His name is Kenny Anderson. He's originally from Glenlivet. He did sterling service during the independence referendum. Speaking before the demo, he said he'd done up to about 15 to 20 meetings. And I must say, speaking as an absolutely not only convinced socialist, that Scottish businesses for Indy were one of the most impressive organisations I came across during the independence referendum.
I will tell you that Scotland is not capable of running itself.
Get it through the horse's mouth, as it were.
I could probably cheer a block.
Okay, quickly in the world. And we have science up and down the east coast of Scotland.
Right, on with the speech. My mother came to Aberdeen in 1946 as an immigrant, a nurse, to come and work in Aberdeen. And she met my father, who was in university just behind that building, studying medicine after getting a bursary from Banff Academy. And they worked in the NHS all their lives. For a large part in England, where I was born in 1958. And then I moved to Glenlivet in 1964, where I was brought up in school in drinking whiskey and good Berkshire habits. I moved to Aberdeen in 1977 and worked for various construction companies before starting a construction and property business myself, and then continued. Now, people will tell you that Scotland is not capable of running itself. We have an export surplus of food, we have an export surplus of oil and gas, we have an export surplus of all types of energy. We have the best engineering in the world. And we have science up and down the east coast of Scotland, starting in Aberdeen, Dundee University in Edinburgh. We have everything going for us. Scotland has got more resources than Denmark, more resources than Norway, more resources than Ireland. And yet we are continually told we are too small, too weak, and too stupid and too poor. And it's rubbish. For 300 years, it has played on our fears and dashed our hopes. Enough is enough. It is time for independence. Now, in business, it's about creating jobs and developing the economy. To every step of the way, Westminster lead us to utter destruction. Between illegal wars, unnecessary austerity, and now possibly the worst, Brexit. It is just ridiculous where Westminster has been taking us and where we're going. But we can take independence. I have to tell you a short story. Last year in April 2018, I was diagnosed with prostate cancer here in Aberdeen by the NHS. I was dealt with fantastically well and I was operated on, and currently I'm free of cancer. Our NHS is precious, and if we let Johnson, Gove and Fox and these other idiots take control properly, we will lose.
Services are required. Just like to hand over to
And our young people will emigrate. We'll lose our food industry and we'll end up in the worst state we've ever been in, even through the Thatcher years. It'll be worse than that. So it's time to preserve our NHS, preserve the future for our young people, increase our exports, create jobs, and the only way to do that is independence. So my message today
is when people tell you they were too poor and they can't run businesses and they were stupid. Just tell them that we can and we will be independent. We've asked Gary Kelly to come to the stage. Gary Kelly to come to the stage. Your services are required. Just like to hand over to the comrade here, to George, to Sir Albert, just to make an announcement and to introduce his band.
It's not his band, it's your band. Listen, the band's going to play for maybe 10 minutes. We'll be passing around you again with the buckets. The buckets are important because it's what funds the band. So, that's all I'm going to say. So Albert, Pikes and Guns.
Indonesia, whereabouts?
Bali, yeah.
Bali?
Yes.
I've been to Bali.
Yeah, I remember my country.
Okay. My son worked in Singapore.
Oh yeah?
Okay, Bali is a lovely, lovely
Very
place.
nice.
A lot of motorbikes.
Very nice and cheaper.
A lot of motorbikes.
Yeah.
Listen, I'll stop talking. I'll come back and I'll take your photograph.
Your son stay in Singapore.
He's now.
You live in here.
Yes.
I am live in Indonesia. My son stay here. Yes, my son working here
Okay.
in oil petroleum. In
Right.
Office Aberdeen.
And have you come for a holiday?
I am on holiday.
Yeah. For how long?
To visit 3 months.
Okay. And you enjoying it?
Yeah, the summer. Nice.
Okay. 2 seconds.
It's always difficult to go. No, I don't think so because I'm still hanging a bit.
To be honest with you, I never ever get tired of listening to that. What a wonderful, wonderful sound. I think it's quite appropriate that so now I shall come on for our next speaker, a Scottish soldier, a veteran of nearly a quarter of a century, okay, Thurso. He's also a veteran of many, many Indy marches and demonstrations. It's my pleasure and privilege to introduce Clive Purpose of Veterans for Indy. Thanks.
And without any choreography at all, you get a Rex Highland soldier on after pipes and drums. I've done a set. Thank you very much, guys. Well played. Right, a couple of seconds while I just get up my spiel set up here. I'm pretty much convinced that the weather god is an independence supporter. Right, first of all, as was mentioned, my name is Cliff, and I'm here representing the veterans for Scottish Independence 2.0. A huge thank you to the organisers for allowing me a slot of speaking today. Aberdeen is a city I'm very familiar with. My wife is from Aberdeen. I was married in Aberdeen, and 41 years ago I went through the gates at Gordon Barracks, Bridgeton, to start my army career. working for the establishment. Never then did I think that I'd be standing in the castle gate in front of a mic demanding that that same establishment let Scotland carry out its democratic right to seek self-belief. So why am I here? The reason that I and other military veterans firmly believe that our voice should be heard is that the establishment, the elite, the Etonians, well, we would wish never to hear it. We are the voice that puts the lie to the Etonians that they think that the army and their veterans do not want Scotland to be independent. We are a group that reminds the Etonians and the drones that we will no longer continue to give unquestioned servile support. The smear campaigns, the 312 years of manipulation, we have had enough of it. To those in the establishment, I have this message. For too long you relied on the veterans for support, while you in return gave nothing back. The days of your imperial superiority and perceived right to power are numbered. In these days of continuing austerity, you push ahead with vanity approaches, such as Trident and those damn aircraft carriers, all of which is placing our conventional forces at risk. But you, the establishment, do not care. For 312 years, you have had things your own way. You really do think that your heirs and their heirs will have it all their own way. Well, here's a wake-up call. It's not going to happen. The writing is very much on the wall as far as your control of Scotland goes. It is just not the military veterans, but everyone with eyes to see and ears to hear. We have all discovered that over the years of this supposed union, all you have done is use and abuse Scotland. That's correct. We know that you and your kind have abused its land and its resources. You have brutalised and tried to ethnically cleanse its people. When murder, rape and deportation were your weapons of choice. You have tried suppressing our languages, our culture and our history. And here I throw a challenge out to any supporter of the Union. Prove those statements wrong. Then there are the continuing smear campaigns that you instigate against the Greater Yes movement. They are all too readily published by your cable press and broadcasted by your propaganda ministry. Here I would like to paraphrase the late great Jimmy Reid. The task of the media in a democracy is not to ease the path of those that govern, but rather to make life difficult for them by constant vigilance on how they exercise that power. A power that they only hold in trust from the people. End of paraphrase. Your lies have been found out. We, the peoples of Scotland, whether born here or settled here, are not only going to be voting the establishment out of a job, but also your runt of empire out of existence. Let the establishment never forget that our argument is not for the other peoples on these islands. For if truth be known, they have also suffered from the establishment's inhumane and often murderous actions. No, our argument is most definitely aimed at the establishment. Scotland and our peoples have had enough of you. And to those that say we have had our vote, I say show me in law where it says we are only one. To those that say there is no appetite for a second referendum, I say take off your blinkers and look around. Instead, I say we will become an economic basket case. I say, what figures are you using to prove that? For 312 years, the establishment has had its management plan in action, and in those years, they have failed so miserably. We here in Scotland are pressing ahead with achieving a socially just country, a forward-thinking country, a country that is not mired in bigotry. We have no fear of people wishing to settle in Scotland, because we do not blame them for the austerity measures. We blame it on the Etonian elite. Without a doubt, it is their policies of empire that have led to our suffering. Rhys Wong, he that is the puppet master of the Boris, does not represent Scottish voters. He, along with Boris, are only interested in maintaining the establishment. There is no place in Scotland for them. Scotland did not call for you. Scotland has no wish to be associated with you. Scotland did not vote for you. And to the voters of Scotland I say, let's take our country back. Thank you. God bless you.
Before I introduce the next act, I'd just like to ask Frankie Merrick, musician, and Jonathan Russell, or Doug Russell, CND speaker, to come to the stage. The next act we have on is a guy called Wilson Noble. And Wilson is a...
Sorry, Gary Kelly is going to do a speech in honour of John Colbert, who died last week. A lot of people from the Yes movement know this. John Colbert and Gary Kelly.
How are you, everybody? Last week, on Monday, John Colbert lost his wife for cancer at the age of 61. He was buried on Thursday. A Yes convoy taking us up to the crematorium for a lovely service. We're going to get a lone piper to play a lament from John Colbert. Thank you, the Lone Piper, for the Sorrel Pipe Band. And a few words, a big massive thank you to AUOB Aberdeen for helping us to put this performance on today. And I'd like to officially rename Union Street Saltire Street.
Well, that's not the first time I've been cut off in my prime. Get back to where we were. Just like to welcome onto the stage Wilson Noble. Now, Wilson is a local laddie. He's from the Brough, just up the road. He's a music teacher, an independent stalwart, and supporter of an independent Scotland. So I'd just like to hand over to Wilson.
Alright, who's your dues? How you doing, folks? It's an absolute pleasure to be here, it really is. So, I was born here in Aberdeen 59 years ago. And it's an absolute pleasure walking down that road there. What a feeling. Thank you very much. I'm going to put some folk tunes for you and I hope you like them. Please sing along, please do. Where have you been, said Rolla? Where have you been, said Randy? Where have you been, said Rolla? Randy, and we have been waiting. You and me, sing and feel. And we have seen more days. For the days of feeling. And I fought at land, I fought at sea. I made my fort, my ideal. But I met that devil and Dundee. Oh, the days of feeling. You know, the you and me, sing and feel. And ye have seen more days. For the days of feeling I mean. The folk with the fiddle in the folk and play the story and feel. Are I afraid I'm not okay? All the days of feeling I feel. You know that we have been waiting. You and me, sing and feel. And we have seen more days. For the days of feeling I find the kind what touch me lying in the bush, and only brand new. Yet that I guess can ways of life that come to kill my heel. And there's no shame, come on, there's shame, there's no shame to shine on you. The sewer slays on apple praise and the devil's out. And we have been waiting. You and me, sing and feel. We have seen what it is on the days of feeling. One more time. We have been waiting. You and me, sing and feel. And we have seen what it is on the days of feeling. On the days of feeling. Thank you very much. Thank you. There we are. I just thought myself. So how are we doing, Aberdeen? Are you there? Are you still awake? Are you still with us? Are you? Come on! I can't help myself. I'll do one of my own songs. This song is all about living in your heart. And that's what I love about this movement so much, our movement, our people. We're a united people, which is why our protest is so peaceful, so positive, it's so beautiful. So for me, it's all about coming from your heart and your soul. This is a song called Heart Space. I hope you enjoy it.
I know a young lady that might dance. I'm getting moved.
Oh.
Need to wait for music. Just keep your fingers crossed.
Yeah, thanks for picking up one of my original tunes. Now, the next song I'm going to play, you should all ken this song. You'll definitely ken the chorus. So can we hear you singing? Now, this song is both Irish and Scottish, but I personally love it. This is Wild Mountain Time. Please, let's hear you sing. It's quiet. She's pretty, and the trees are swinging, and the wild mountain time goes around the I see you, and we all go together, so the wild mountain time all around the
And it means a lot of people all over Scotland should have seen you. Okay?
Yeah.
Thank you very much. It's a lovely dance.
It's about sovereignty, it's about humanity, it's about us. For somebody else to get you. One more thing. And we're all together. Thank you very much. So I'll do one more. I'll do one more. Now, this one more requires a wee bit of silence and a little bit of listening. I'll tell you why. It's because it's just spoken word. This is a poem. This is a poem about Scotland. It's called Scotland. It's my take on things. It's about sovereignty. It's about humanity. It's about us. So, hey. And then you wait for somebody else to give you your freedom. And then you wait for somebody else to take away your strife. Just breathe in and feel your own light. Just breathe in and give the gift of life. Now they say it's an old wives' tale that the land speaks. And they say it's an old wives' tale that the land weeps. But I can tell you a story of great strength and wonder, for the Scottish folk said it once like thunder. And I can tell you stories of what came before, of all hatred, injustice, of great pain and war. And I can tell you our freedom that lives in us all. And I can tell you our freedom that makes us stand tall. And so I say to my neighbour, as I shake your hand, only as equals can we unite as we stand. Thank you very much, everybody. Absolute pleasure. Stay with it. Scotland! Thank you!
I need to make a mention. There's 5 motorbikes parked down there on King Street. And if anybody knows who's belonging, if they could get moved down to the other side, because they need to reopen the door, the road, the bike door, right, but they need to be on the, that thing up there, it's called the road, okay? If any of the bikers can hear this, thanks.
Well, what about that? Wilson is absolutely fantastic. I mean, listen to some of the music they get. You know, for such a small country, we have got some hell of a talented people. And if we get independence, we can maybe unlock the talent that's sitting in the schemes and not actually being realised. But there's another aspect to getting independence as well. The larger struggle, if you like, and that is the struggle faced by climate change. We are locked into a relationship with an abusive Westminster government that if it isn't nailed down, they'll try and sell it, burn it, or, turn it into some kind of fuel. We see it with fracking. And now, what we actually have is the prospect of 2 massive movements coming together and coalescing. And that is Extinction Rebellion and the Scottish Nationalist Movement. When we get independence, we want to see reindustrialisation, but reindustrialisation along green lines, so that we can become the powerhouse for a new green industrial revolution, a carbon neutral industrial revolution. So I'd just like to ask Paul Mather from Extinction Rebellion to come up. This is the first time that he's spoken at an independence event, so I'd like you to give him a big, warm, indie welcome to Paul Mather from Extinction Rebellion.
Thank you very much indeed. What a lot of lovely people. Now I'm here on behalf of Extinction Rebellion to tell you about the truth of our ecological crisis and climate emergency. Everybody here wants a better future. We all know the current system is not working. We have a divided society, we have deep poverty, unhappiness and widespread frustration. But more importantly, our system, our society, our civilization is currently destroying our environment, our ecosystems, our actual life support system itself. It is not sustainable. As a result, we find ourselves right now in an ecological crisis. We are transforming the planet's climate and it is starting to break down around us. We are in the middle of the 6th mass extinction event. Global food systems could collapse before our children grow old. We are in a real mess. We need to act now if we don't transform our society as close to instantly as possible, the whole question of independence actually becomes irrelevant. It's survival. This summer, the Arctic started to literally burn. It looks like that this is the beginning of the climate starting to tip into a new hostile regime. Planet Earth is now warming itself. We have to break free from the current self-destructing toxic system, and we need to do this now. So we are rebelling. Extinction Rebellion are organising an international rebellion beginning on the 7th of October. Rebels in Scotland are going to take on Westminster through non-violent direct action. We are not going to stand up to Westminster's inaction on climate, and we're going to demand a viable future for Scotland and for everyone else on the planet. We need net zero greenhouse gases by 2025, and we need a citizens' assembly to ensure it happens. Crucially, we are going to do this through a calm, loving, compassionate way. Extinction Rebellion is about loving, caring, calm, understanding actions. We don't shout, we don't insult, we sing, we dance, we talk, we sit in a way, we wave, we lock on to things, glue on, and we smile our way to sustainable revolution. Here in Aberdeen, the oil capital of Europe, we also need to stand up for our oil and gas workers through what must be a rapid transition. And we in Extinction Rebellion are committed to this. We do not want... We are not wanting to abandon them. We're not wanting to see mass redundancies crippling the North East. We want a rapid transition, but a just transition. With oil and gas workers leading the world. The reality, though, is that here in the northeast of Scotland, there aren't many people in our organisation. To protect Scotland's future on our solidarity and active support of others. The support of all you out there. We need you to join us, help us, and change the system, and change it rapidly. We need people. So Extinction Rebellion is holding a festival here in Aberdeen, just round the corner, an arts festival on the 1st of September. So if you want to find out more, want to know more about the International Rebellion beginning on the 7th of October, want to learn how to take caring, respectful, direct action, want to learn more about the science and the seriousness of our situation, or just love being creative and want to listen to some great music, come along to the Arts Centre on the 1st of September in 2 weeks' time. The International Rebellion, though, in London and elsewhere around the world, begins on the 7th of October. Please, if you can, join us and rebel for life. Thank you.
Where are you going to sit,
Years it's been centrally based and now stretched out to the extremities.
Yeah.
We've been to Campbelltown, we've been to Dumfries, we've been to Galashiels, and that is so important for the Yes Movement, to let the people know that they have our support. We obviously agree in everything.
It's massive. Mind and come to Dunfermline on the 31st of August.
Yes, the 31st of August.
Come to my tune. You'll meet me there.
Excellent. Brilliant. Right, guys, all the best. Enjoy the day.
There, they've got their own bar.
I'm supposed to pose you a question, like you answer it.
fine. Because I'm only living here for 2 years. I won't get to set up right now, a bit later on, you've got a CME speaker. And this is a CME speaker I wrote a few years ago. Because I've got 6 of English people saying, oh, of course, you have to have a nuclear weapon in your country because we can't have them in our country. And I thought, oh, aye, right. So, this is a song I wrote called
How you doing?
Now they tell us driving safe. Not politicians never lie. Right, we've got the technology. Every night I watch the news, because that's what my home folks do. As I sit alone inside my little room, and I think what's this possible? It's not so taking pride in it. There's surely plenty of England different goals. Feeling one thing and finding in your land. Feeling lost in Pimlico. Until they get to a certain age, and then they're happy to tell everybody how old they are all the time. Well, I've reached that age, okay? So I'm going to tell, do you want to do that? So I'm going to share with you that I'm 73. We're just going to change the technology a bit. Listen, how we do this? You know how quite often you get people that don't want to say how old they are, you know? Until they get to a certain age and then they're happy to tell everybody how old they are all the time. Well, I've reached that age, okay? So I'm going to tell you, so I'm going to share with you that I'm 73, right? Yay! You know, when I came here, I'm here to represent all the old people. Yeah, okay. So I'm supposed to change the second here. I'm getting well, it's all very smooth and seamless, this. Just try it.
for a minute and just tell you that now that I've told you I'm 73, obviously, what you expect me to do now is a rap. Right? So this is a rap that I wrote. It's a sort of Scottish granny rap. But the words are quite serious. I hope you can make them out. And there's a bit for you later on. And all you have to remember is no fear. Okay? And that's what the song is called. No fear. Right, let's see how the technology is. Oh! Did we really mean nothing? No, that's a big thing. I'll tell you what I'll do. If all else fails, what do you do when a computer doesn't work? You switch it off and start again. So that's what I'm doing. And then the next thing you do is swear at it. And that always works, isn't it? You know, like that. All right, do you want to run a company graph? You might as well. Right, okay. I've done my job from 9 to 5. My family and me, we just about survive at the end of the week when I get my pay. My neighbour comes to me, and this is what he says. I think you should give all your money to me because we're better together, don't you see? And I need all your money, make sure that you're all right. Give me back a little, spend on what you like, as long as it fits in with all my plans. Better together, don't you understand? Well, I think to myself, but I never thought about that's for my answer. I have no doubt, no fear, no fear. Don't think much on that idea. No, listen to me, don't get me wrong. We could use some of a laugh or a party or a song. But we'll manage my life, this and he can manage this. And we'll have a peace, and I think that's the way it is. No fear, no fear. Don't think much of that idea. No fear, we need self-determination here. No fear, no fear. So I say to my neighbour what I don't agree, and I really don't think that's a good idea. I'm not a way I can manage my life, but that doesn't mean we have to London strife. You can do your thing and I can do mine. Independent friends for the rest of the time. We'll look out for each other, this is what pals do. We'll live at peace, side by side, presented and true. No fear, no fear. Don't think much of that idea. No fear, we need self-determination here. No fear. No fear. That's your bit, okay? No fear. No fear. No fear. No fear. Want to be ruled by London? No fear. Want to be part of the UK? No fear. Want to be ruled by Boris? No fear. Want to be ruled by Dominic? No fear. No fear. No fear. No fear. 3 more times. See how loud you get. No fear. Second class. No fear. Really, really loud. No fear. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Enjoy the rest of your afternoon and thanks for all your work. Wonderful. Wonderful.
Well, the music just got better and better every day. The music just got better and better. What we've got now for you. Oh, by the way, Mary wanted to be introduced very specifically as a Moray Queen. And I think she did that venerable part of the country, the Kingdom of Moray, proud in the way that she delivered that there. It was absolutely excellent. And speaking of what next, we were talking about the coalescence of movements between Extinction Rebellion and Scottish independence. There's another coalition that's been of long standing, and that is between the Scottish independence movement and Scottish CND. And who we have up for you next is a veteran, a stalwart of the CND struggle. Jonathan Russell, and this is the first time he's actually spoken at an independence event, so again, give him a big hearty independence welcome to Jonathan. Thank you.
Scotland needs to get rid of its nuclear weapons. Fastlane near Helensburgh, near Glasgow, is the base for nuclear weapons. An area of beautiful countryside is marred by this massive base and is near the most populated area of Scotland and will be a target if nuclear war happens. On the 18th of July 2016, Westminster voted by a large majority to proceed with the building of a fleet of Dreadnought-class submarines to be operational by 2028. We do not want these in Scotland. Right. We have Trump's playmate Boris, with his hand on a nuclear button. These are dangerous times. Rather than build nuclear weapons that can destroy our and our children's future, we should change our economy. We should use the skills of those working in nuclear and other war-related business to help fuel the green revolution, to provide work for the future, and to mitigate the coming horrors of climate change. Nor should we be part of NATO, which is a nuclear alliance, who would want us to retain our nuclear weapons and continue to use Fastlane as a base for its nuclear-armed submarines. If we join NATO, we will also be sucked into wars as part of a nuclear partnership. Instead, we should support the United Nations by supporting the treaty to prohibit nuclear weapons and support its efforts for conflict resolution. Get active, get involved. I'm just back from a week at Fastlane Peace Camp. This has been a symbol of protest about nuclear weapons in Scotland since 1982. It needs your support. Protesters at the site are regularly getting arrested when they protest. They need your support. Visit or support in kind Fastlane Peace Camp. Join Scottish Campaign for Nuclear Disarmament. This involves acting in District CND. Protest. Join over district protest the Fastlane on October the 19th. Get rid of nuclear weapons from Fastlane in Scotland. Join the United Nations treaty to ban nuclear weapons. Get rid of nuclear weapons in Scotland. Start dealing with the real threat of climate change. Thank you.
Ken Clark, if he's out there, come up to the stage. We'd like to make his acquaintance. Well, that was an excellent speech there from Jonathan. And in keeping with this idea of solidarity, the next speaker that we have is a Spanish migrant worker who is a firm supporter of Scottish independence and a Catalonian activist who was involved in the anti-repression movement there a couple of years ago. His name is Hector Puente. He works as a teacher in Glasgow. And again, I'd like you to give a big empty welcome to Hector in Glasgow via Spain.
Okay, thank you for that, and thanks to the organisers for trying to do this thing. I've been asked to speak here as a migrant worker who supports Scottish independence, who will be campaigning when a second referendum last takes place. And I want to say a few things because, like me, across Scotland, there are many people from different backgrounds who want to campaign, when that referendum takes place. I think proving wrong all those who have claimed that this movement has, all to do with nationality, with nationalism. That's not the case. This movement has everything to do with fighting for a fairer society, for a more egalitarian society, a more democratic society. And I just want to say that that's going to be, I think, the big test for the independence campaign when it does take place. Questions like, is an independent Scotland going to be a place where we get rid of Trident and, the horror of nuclear weapons, a place where we, stop investing in fuels, petrol and so on, and we create climate jobs, and we meet the demands that people like Extinction Rebellion, the school strikers, the people who will be striking on the 20th of September, have put forward, and we fight for a different, not only for a different Scotland, but for a different world, a more sustainable world, and so on. And of course the question, is Scotland going to be a place, where refugees, migrants will be welcome, and the far right, and the rise of racism will not be tolerated? I think that's a big test for the movement. If we want to fight for independence, we need it to be linked to this radical mission for a different society. But I want to say something else, because I'm not surprised, as I'm sure many of you are, that a week after Boris Johnson became Prime Minister, for the first time in 2 years, a poll gave independence a lead. That shouldn't surprise anyone. But I want to say something about that, because I think we all want to campaign for independence, but I think a second referendum is far from inevitable. I think the rich and the powerful in this country are far less confident than they were 5 years ago that they could win it. They have learned from what happened in Catalonia 2 years ago. We saw the length that a state that is afraid of democracy could go to stop people from having a say over their future. And they have learned from that. And it shouldn't surprise us if people like Boris Johnson will try to stop the Scottish people from having a say over their future. And that means, I think, that we also have to learn from Catalonia. And what we saw there is that an organised movement, a grassroots movement, can make it happen even if the powers of the state and so on don't want us to do it. We also have to learn that that movement doesn't need to be a movement that just blindly follows the leaders and looks up to politicians waiting for them to deliver. It has to be a movement of leaders, of people who will go into their workplaces, into their communities, into their schools, taking the argument for independence and winning people over to those ideas. We have to learn from that mood, from that defiance that we saw in Catalonia, and also from the mood that we have seen around Extinction Rebellion that the other speaker mentioned before. If we do it, we can win.
Excellent speech there, Hector. When we got the support of solid comrades such as Hector, and we've got support right across the continent and further afield. The wind set fair for Scottish independence when we have that level and that quality of support for people like Hector Puente. Now our next speaker is somebody that I know very well. I've stood alongside him as a friend, a comrade and a neighbour in Dundee, just since Dundee Brew, for about the last 5 years. We've been fighting universal credit and various welfare reforms, and I would like to say that after 5 years we've just about tamed Dundee Brew. We've got them eating out of our hands because we've been over them like a rash. And our kind of work actually is very, very effective. We're a frontline advocacy group. We get in the faces of the DWP. And we've been on the front line of the struggle for Scottish independence. Because if you cannot defend these vulnerable people in Scotland, then there is no point in actually having an independence struggle. So it's my great privilege and pleasure to invite up to the stage Duncan, supporting and an organiser for Scottish Unemployed Workers Network in Dundee.
Thank you, Tony. I'll keep it short and I will keep it sweet because you've done very well hanging around to this part of the event, and I'm very appreciative of that. What do we want? When do we want it? What do we want? When do we want it? Actually, no, 312 years ago. Yes, the march and rally today shows, and once again, that the issue of independence is still live. And it's not just a desire now for independence. The previous speakers have said and put forward their cases on everything from Catalonia to the CND and all sorts of other issues. It now shows that independence is not now desirable, it's now essential. I come from the organisation called the Scottish Unemployed Workers Network, and we've seen firsthand the persecution of the Westminster Conservative government on the most poor and vulnerable people in this country. We have been running our advice stores outside Dundee and in all other job centres now for over 5 years, and it was the independence movement that really prompted us to get going with that. We have seen the most vulnerable people in society devastated by Tory policy. We have got people through the horrors of the universal credit system. And we have seen results, as Tony said, we have seen the new brew now eating out of our hands. We have seen that another Scotland is possible. But more than that, the fight continues. Because the fight has continued. And the frontline advocacy work we in the SUWN have been doing have seen results. We've accompanied people into disability assessments. The other week I took a gentleman in and he was just glad that somebody was on his side. But the work continues. There is another way. Independence in Scotland offers opportunity to do things differently. We are told that the devolved Scottish social system will be kinder, more considerate, but this is not enough. The system will still be subject to Westminster and it will still be subject to the Tory government. And so, independence offers us a way out. But it's not just, independence is not just an event. If we hoist down the Union Jack and hoist up the Saltire, that's only one thing. It's not the only thing that it will change nothing. Unless we have the courage to change the system. And so build and create a society in Scotland where people matter. The opportunities of independence must be seized because there is no other ethical or moral alternative. Thank you very much, Aberdeen.
Excellent speech there for Duncan. Believe it or not, that's the first time he's actually spoken at a major event such as this. He's not really very quiet. Usually they didn't say boot a goose, you know. The drama in his shell. But I think that's probably indicative of the level of inspiration that a lot of folk have taken through today's event. We were standing up here watching the march actually coming in, It was very difficult to actually see the end of it from here as it was actually arriving in the square. The official estimate is 12,000, finally got to 15, even 20,000. Because the entire width of Union Street was actually taken up. Now we're actually getting to the business end of this event today, but it's my pleasure and privilege to actually announce the last speaker. A guy that probably needs no introduction to people who have attended many of these events. Again, he's a leading stalwart of the independence movement, not just in Angus, which is his stomping ground, but also in Scotland as a whole. It's my pleasure and privilege to introduce you to my good comrade and friend, Sandy Mathers for Angus.
Thank you very much, Tony. I want to say it's a great privilege to be here in historic Aberdeen's Castlegate. Castlegate is one of the places that Aberdonians have been coming to protest for hundreds of years. In the 1930s, ladies and gentlemen, the 1930s, Oswald Mosley and his British Union of Fascists tried to have a meeting in the Castlegate, and they were run out of Aberdeen. Mosley never got to speak here. Again, that's a bit of the history of Aberdeen you never hear about. If you look behind the donut van on the left there, you'll find a flag of a guy called Bob Cooney. Bob Cooney was a communist working class guy from Aberdeen. He was one of the fighters who ran Oswald Mosley off the streets of Aberdeen. And he didn't wait for any permission from anybody. He didn't wait to be told, now is the time. He didn't wait to be told, he and his comrades, they just did it. And again, that's when we're looking at the historical struggles in Aberdeen. We'll look at the fact of life in Aberdeen. Aberdeen is one of the wealthiest cities in Scotland. It's also one of the most unequal cities in Scotland. If you're poor in Aberdeen, you're poor indeed. And just like our comrades in the Scottish Unemployed Workers Network point out, we're making the links between the independence movement and the workers and unemployed workers movements. So again, these are very close, very close struggles indeed. Because we live in interesting times, as we used to say in China. We will see who's in power at Westminster. The Johnson gang were called the Johnson gang of thieves. An organised crime network is the best thing you can say about Boris Johnson and his pals. Again, what are they doing? They're hell-bent on dragging us out to some fantasy dream world of Union Jack waving historical dream nonsense. Well, it's a nightmare for us. Their dream is a nightmare for us, that's for sure, So again, resistance at this time is critical. You need to get together in your groups, as you're doing. Again, you've got to make a plan. Make the link between austerity. Make the link between austerity and the national movement. Because for us, for everybody here, independence is the end. It's a beginning. So again, use your imagination. Because what we need is plans. We need plans to thwart the Johnson gang's plan to tighten the screw. Because that's what they're doing. They're tightening the screw on us. You're making the link between poverty, we're making the link between austerity and the national movement. Why is that? Because if we give in to the plans of the Johnson gang, there'll be a lot more of us are poor. There'll be a lot more of us jobless. There'll be a lot more of us fighting poor wages. All these things that we really need to do. So, when we see the plans of them, the plans of Westminster to destroy our hard-won democratic institutions, to double down on the poor, to carry on with a benefit system designed to starve us, then that's what we need. We need to use our imagination. We look at what's happening when our friends are being expelled, they're being deported, and they're being scapegoated for everything that's wrong with this country. Well, we say no more. Use your imagination, ladies and gentlemen. What I want you to do is act as if Scotland is already in the Scotland that we want. Okay? So say yes to Scotland's future. Say no to the Johnson gang. It's just a criminal enterprise to make themselves richer, to making us poorer. Another Scotland's possible. You heard that from a few folk tonight, and it's still true. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks to AUOB. And big hand to my friend Tony Cox here for comparing this afternoon also well. So thank you very much, comrades, and we'll see you again. Cheers.
I'm not to be trusted. There actually is another speaker. We've got one more speaker for you. But it's a real treat, and it is again my pleasure and privilege to actually introduce to you somebody who's one of my dearest friends and comrades, somebody that I've stood alongside many struggles and campaigns, not least the independence struggle, which is wearing a different hat today, but it's obviously connected. Sarah Glenn is the co-convener of the Scottish Solidarity for Kurdistan, and she'll be speaking on that subject today. This is the scarf that I'm actually wearing, is the scarf of the YPG, the People's Defence Force of Kurdistan. That is a form of independence I would like, a real people's independence. A bottom-up democracy that actually runs society by and for the people. But less for me, and we'll finish off today probably on the fitting note, and that is international solidarity by handing over to Sarah Glenn for Scottish Solidarity for Kurdistan.
As our Catalan comrades reminded us, although we're campaigning for a Scottish solution that's constitutional and peaceful, in many places the fight for independence, autonomy, even for basic freedoms is even harder, and people are putting their lives on the line. As supporters of independence and of the right to self-determination, we want to show our solidarity with others who have campaigned for the right to run their own lives, to enjoy their own culture, and have been met with crucial suppression by bigger nations that are intent on denying them their separate identity and want to just exploit their resources. We want to show solidarity with the Palestinians who are denied equal status within Israel and even the ability to run their own economy in blockading Gaza and the West Bank that's overrun with Israeli settlements. We want to show solidarity to the Kashmiris who face decades of violent repression by the Indian Army, which has made this paradise one of the most militarized areas on earth, and who, just 2 weeks ago, were deprived of even their nominal autonomy and told they were now to be run from Delhi. To enforce this, India has put Kashmir into lockdown, imprisoning politicians and human rights activists, shutting schools and offices, and closing off all communication to the outside world. And we want to show our solidarity to the Kurds, who've combined their struggle to express their cultural identity with a struggle for a better form of society. We talk about another world being possible. They are making a better world. The Kurds of northern Syria use the political vacuum that was created by the civil war to establish an autonomous region that's based on bottom-up democracy, which emphasizes women's rights, and a multicultural society and an ecological society too. The Kurds' grassroots politics and community values provide a model for everyone looking for an alternative to our greed-based system. But they've only begun to get this established when in northern Syria, when they were attacked by ISIS. They fought back. They turned the tide against the ISIS forces. They liberated large areas of Syria at the expense of fate depends on the political machinations of Turkey, the US, Russia, and Iran, all of them in Syria for their own selfish interests. By making more people aware of the Kurds' position, we can try and make it that little bit harder for these new imperialists to wipe the Kurds from the map. We owe them a huge debt, not just for their fight against ISIS, but for proving that a better world is possible. All these struggles can inspire us through their determination. The benefits of solidarity go both ways. And I want to end with a word that is very familiar to the Kurds, and also the same word to the Kashmiris. Azadi! Freedom! Azadi! Freedom!
Right, well that's it folks, that's about all we have for you. But before I hand over to DJ Yes Proclaimer, I'd just like to actually invite everybody to the next big event in the move, the caravan towards independence. And that is in Dunfermline 2 weeks today, for the Forward is One demonstration. Will be taking place at Viewfield Place. That's where it begins in Dunfermline at 12 p.m. 2 weeks today. And just to wrap up, I'd just like to again thank everybody for turning up. We've really noised up Aberdeen, and Aberdeen's done itself proud today. The way in which Aberdonians lined the streets in order to actually clap the march to its destination shows that there's a growing appetite for independence in this country. The wind is in our sails, and their roasters of time wasters and Westminster heroes are going to stop us in our historic mission to actually achieve independence sooner rather than later. So until we see you again, comrades, Scotland free or a desert? Thanks very much.
Sorry, JJ, I've got to cut that track. We'll come back and do it again because we're going to live stream and Kev's doing all sorts of wonderful things. So I'm really sorry, JJ, but we'll come back to you on that, okay? Right, we're talking.
Yes,
yeah.
So yes, it's okay. So this is going out to the live stream.
Is it?
Jilly,
okay.
And it's going out obviously to the radio. So that's the Aberdeen event. It's just finished. Again, just to repeat what Jilly said, sorry JJ.
I know.
It just coincided with the Aberdeen event finishing, and I had to get the live stream going again because people wouldn't know what's going on here.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was a great event. You obviously didn't hear what was going on, but you were looking at the tweets.
Looking at the tweets, saw some cracking video and heard a little bit of audio, and saw Pat's special backpack with his backdoor Boris blue plaque on it, which was pretty good. Yeah,
that was a classic,
wasn't it? Yeah. What did you make of it, Kev?
Well, it was great to see so many people there for a start. Right, we're not too sure. I don't know what the numbers are, but you know, at the end of the day, numbers don't really matter. It's the fact that people were out.
Yeah.
Right, that's really important. You know, just getting people out, and the weather. You know, we got they got lucky with the weather.
Very lucky.
It could have been monsoon levels, and that might have put a few people off. But from the stream, it looked as if there was definitely sunshine.
Yeah,
some sunshine, which is always good, isn't it?
And we had that here in Glasgow too, so it was good to see. And by the way, I know this is about the Aberdeen March, but they had the World Pipe Band Championship finals in Glasgow Green today.
Is that
so
right?
they got good weather for that too. So that's great.
Yeah.
So there's pipes all over the country and from all over the world in Scotland today. But nice that they've gathered in Glasgow. Clacks Wi-Fi, Women for Independence. Oh God, Clacks Women for Independence had their replay of their first broadcast, didn't they? Their first podcast last night.
That's
and they
right,
tweeted
yeah.
us to say there was a monsoon downpour in the middle of the march. But I don't know about you, but I didn't catch that. Did you?
No, I
I
missed.
saw sunshine.
I missed that as well.
But you made it through the rain.
Definitely.
Is that a Barry Manilow song?
Yeah, I think so.
Just for the sake of trying to keep listeners and watchers entertained, we won't be. Well, I certainly won't be singing that. I don't know about you, Kev.
My vocal cords only the best, so
Me neither.
definitely not. It would scare some people off. But do you know, it was one of the live streams that was done. There was, in fact, a big thanks to all the live streamers.
Yeah,
they did an amazing job.
Didn't they?
There was Mike, there was Andrew, there was Pat,
Wendy,
Fiona, Andrew. There's quite a few live streamers today, and if I've missed any off, sorry.
Some cracking shots,
There was.
really good shots.
And
So thanks everyone.
I've got one lined up here, right? I've played it a few times during the live stream, actually, in little windows, and it was the one that Mike caught of that little girl dancing.
Oh, wasn't that?
And that was wonderful.
Adorable.
So I tell you what, I'll start playing it now. Now you can watch it on the big screen. Our radio listeners won't be able to see this.
Yeah.
But I'm going to try and play this, right? Let's see. That is brilliant, isn't it?
And we were listening to it when
I'm getting moved.
For Claire.
That's right. And that wee girl dancing just encapsulated so much, didn't it? It
dancing for freedom, dancing for independence.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we'll take a snippy of that. She's like doing a little ballerina type dance and so enjoying it. And if you're watching the live stream, you're listening to us speaking. We're speaking via indielive.radio at this moment in time, folks. If you're coming through the live stream, so we're kind of mixing stuff at the moment. It gets a bit confusing, doesn't it? Especially if you're. I've got a slight
it's more
hangover
confusing
for
for you,
Thursday.
Kev, because you're doing all the technical stuff. I mean, I'm just about okay with the 2 or 3 buttons and sliders that I've got to press. I have to say though, Cactus trained me very well, because that was only yesterday. He was doing kind of like the next step up run through, but he's so relaxed, it really helped. And JJ's made a very nice comment there saying it sounded good, and so did Scott. So I appreciate the encouragement. That's really nice too. And it's a citizens radio station, isn't it? So anyone can come and do.
Absolutely.
Anyone join in.
It's there for the independence movement. We've really, I keep telling people it's, we're just at the start of this, really.
Yeah.
So, people just got to be patient. And, new people, if people are watching the live stream, they can look at that, look at the desk in front of you. Right now, that looks a bit scary. It scares me, right? But fortunately,
I'm just blotting out half of it.
We've got it down to a few buttons that we don't get near, but then again, we accidentally press stuff that we shouldn't.
Yeah, I accidentally left the mic on. But, what's the worst that can happen?
I know.
I'm not going to say anything awful about anyone.
Yeah.
All I'm going to do is carry on talking in a blabby, have I made a coffee yet type way. And actually all I was doing was saying, feeling quite fine. Something along the lines of I didn't say I left the mics on, something along the lines of something goes wrong, it doesn't matter. Cactus trained me well. So there you go. And JJ's just messaged actually. He just said, hey, it's getting played twice. So he'll get his Diddy Hair track twice now. So that's pretty good, isn't it?
Absolutely. Stay tuned, JJ. So Aberdeen went really well. The next one is Dunfermline,
Yes.
Martin.
Yes.
And he's setting that one up there for Dunfermline. I've been to quite a few of them, so hopefully we'll get a lot of people along to that one.
Is that the 31st? I haven't got it in front of me actually, Kev. So
I thought I heard the 27th.
Right, yeah,
we'll get it.
Tune
sorted.
in for the accurate facts.
We'll get it sorted.
We're fine.
I'm
yeah.
just back from holidays,
I know.
so it takes time getting back into the groove. And I've got a lot of catching up to
definitely.
do.
And you had a big birthday celebration.
Yeah, it just coincided. Yeah, that's right. Thursday I was out, I had a meal and a few drinks, and being 50 now, I can't really handle it. I couldn't handle it at 49, but
it's just a number, Kev.
It's the after effects, the dodgy stomach and all that. But listen, Jilly, well done in the desk today.
Oh, thank you.
Good on you.
Thanks very much. I've enjoyed it, but a really big thank you to Cactus for patience and explaining things well. I think it's worked a lot easier because we've been sort of doing wee chats at the end of Norrie's shows, and that's made a huge difference. So got into the habit of just not being scared of the microphone.
No, absolutely. So. It's just taking, you just got to take your time, be patient, and don't freak out. And when things go wrong, which they always do, right?
Laugh about them.
Laugh about it.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have a BBC budget.
No, but do you know what? As
Right,
I tweeted it, Kev, I tweeted out earlier, because when there was the wee bit of the problem, when you're having a bit of a mini ouch, what's happening?
Yeah.
When the sound disappeared, and I tweeted out and I said, any technical glitches where there's where the sound doesn't happen or anything, you can be assured, unlike the BBC, that it's not deliberate.
No, exactly.
So as we do the opposite of what the mainstream do, is we try to lift the voice of Scotland and to make it louder, rather than to turn all the volume off and put sellotape all over its collective mouth.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I had a problem with the live stream that I was doing, the multi-camera live stream. At one point, right, I heard this pop type of thing through my headphones.
Oh.
And what happened was the audio, even though I was looking at the software that does all the live streaming, it was telling me that the audio was going out. I was monitoring it elsewhere, and I'm going, there's no audio. So I ended up, I just bit the bullet, right, and stopped the live streams from my particular live stream, the multi-camera, and just had to reboot my computer.
And it worked.
Yeah, and it come
Good.
back. So, what can you do? That's just live. You just don't panic. You just reboot's always a good option.
Yeah. If in doubt, reboot. If in doubt, boot, as in kick, and then if in doubt, reboot.
Listen, you've got it, right? That's top of the technical manual, right? If
Yeah.
in doubt, try booting it, right? If that doesn't work, switch the bugger off.
Switch the beep, 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 beep off.
Hopefully it'll come back.
Yeah.
Okay, so Jilly, I'm going to stop the live stream that I put out just now, and I'm going to hand it all back over to you. And who knows, I might not pop back on with you, but I'm going to say goodbye to you now.
Adios.
Okay? Give a little
revoir.
wave to the camera. Okay, folks.
Yeah.
So
thanks to everyone.
Jilly can cut me off now.
I don't want to cut you off. I'm enjoying this.
All right, okay.
Well, you might want to. I've got to make you a baby coffee. Claire, you've no idea how I have learned how to make your husband a baby coffee.
Yeah. See, the thing is with the baby coffees, it means I can drink them a lot more, and I need a lot more coffee during the any production.
Yeah.
But that'll be me till Monday, back in with the Norrie Hunter show, and God knows what else.
Okay.
Okay.
So I've got Julie Fowlis coming back now. So should we go? Thanks, Kev. Bye. Bye.